Joel Meyerowitz is a street photographer. Street photography is a type of photography that captures unmanipulated and candid pictures in public spaces. He began photographing in 1962, which was around the time color photography was developed. He played a big role in the adaptation of color photography by advocating it, although many people were resisting the change to color. He is the author of 16 books, including Cape Light, which became an influential book in the photography world of color. Joel's works can be found in the International Center of Photography, the Museum of Modern Art, the New York Public Library, and the Museum of Contemporary Photography in Chicago. Joel is most famous for taking photos of the streets of New York City, Ground Zero, and the tragic 9/11 attack. After 9/11, the area was considered a forbidden city and was closed off as a crime scene, but Joel was the only photographer given unrestricted access to Ground Zero. By having unrestricted access, Joel was allowed to capture the essence of that catastrophic moment in U.S. history right after the attack in fall 2001. His pictures that he took at the site can be viewed in his book, Aftermath, World Trade Center Archive, which includes over 5,000 images which have become a permanent part of the Museum of the City of New York. These images help to explain and provide answers for what, who, and where the event occurred during the actual day of 9/11 and falls in the explanatory category. This image from the book is titled Flags on the Facade of the World Financial Center, shows the American flag as its main subject. The American flag is emphasized because its red, white, and blue colors stand out since it is the only color other than the lights. By highlighting the American flag, he is able to produce a sense of nationalism in American citizens. The American flag represents the many men and women who have bravely fought to defend our country. Therefore, he is honoring them in the photo. The slow shutter speed produces a blur in the American flag, which diversifies the picture. Although the flag is torn, it is still standing, and by blurring the picture, it is evoking an overwhelming feeling and evoking memories of the events that occurred. Another image I really liked from Joel's archive was the image titled Inside the Pile Looking West. The backlighting in this photo creates a more somber mood surrounding the events. It sheds a peaceful and warm feeling on the terrible situation. This feeling was evoked by the courageous and unified attitude the city firemen, cops, and civilians exhibited after the tragedy. I believe Joel's work is extremely important in capturing the after effects of 9/11 because, as he said, no photographs meant no history. Since he was the only person able to capture photographs from Ground Zero, in a way he was able to preserve history. Joel is also famous for his beach photos at Cape Cod, Massachusetts, which inspired his book, Cape Light. These photos exhibit a collection of aesthetically evaluated photos for their visual appealing, lighting, and composition aspects. In this image Joel took at Cape Cod, included in his photo essay entitled A Summer's Day, which was taken in 1977, that is also displayed in his book, exhibits a delicate and relaxing picture of Cape Cod. The soft lighting demonstrated by the scattered clouds and the top lighting that highlights the shadows on the ground of the towels creates an ominous mood. The color scheme in the photo also creates emphasis in the photo. The orange/blue are complementary colors and create a subtle contrast in the photo. The color orange represents enthusiasm and the color blue is used to show peace, which both give more meaning to the photo. In this collection, Joel Meyerowitz provided to have a great delicate finesse of color. His use of street photography and candid scenes take a unique perspective of capturing photography, which allows him to stand out in the photography world today.